Please put your hands together and welcome Perry Kurtz, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much. Have a round of applause for everybody seen. I put your hands together for all the others in here. And have a round of applause for my jacket. Can everybody see me in my jacket? I'm not sure. I bought this in 1981 for $21. My jacket is older than most of you. And it still works, which is more than I can say for most of you. But, weird thing is when I button it up, people say that from the side I look like a baked potato with shoes. It's all right to laugh, I don't mind. I have no self-respect. Well, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I have been a comedian since 1973. This is all I've ever done. I've never had a day job. As you've heard, I've been all over the country. I've had like every major club, TV shows. And I've been doing this for a while. I supported a family of 6 at one time, and this is all I've ever done. And now I'm here, so my career is ending tonight. And right in the toilet. Also, my name is a little unusual. There's not a lot of Perrys in the business. My name is Perry, like in Perry Ellis, clothing designer. And you may have heard of, are you Perry Ellis? I can't see him. Oh, you're a designer? All right. Draw me something. How about a paycheck? All right. Well, I'm also an ex-male stripper, so don't make me feel bad. I did that once. Actually, I did that for 4 years in San Francisco. I moved there in '79, and I ran the only male strip show for women in San Francisco. And I was the MC and the manager. And occasionally, they would ask me to strip. That's how fucked up these bitches were. I'll tell you, man, they were out of their minds. So my name is Perry. There's also Katy Perry. I'm sure you've heard of her. Only she's a woman. I'm a man. Don't make me prove it. I proved it last week. She looked down and said, "Oh, you're Jewish." That was a dick joke. Dick jokes are very popular in comedy. When it comes to dick jokes, people eat them right up. I guess you guys are full. Is that it? You've had enough to eat today? You got a little bit hanging out, dripping out of your mouth. Sorry to the guy on the end. So that's my thing. I became a comedian because I really never knew what the hell was coming out of my mouth. I've always been funny, always had something to say. I had a very abusive father. I was 4'10", he was 5'10", and he would come home angry every day and just punch me in the face. My nose has been broken 6 times from right crosses. And then one time he was yelling at my little brother, and I jumped in between. I said, "Why you always gotta yell at us?" He said, "Don't make me take off my belt." And I said, "That'd be good if you did, because it's smaller than your hand." And he laughed, and he walked out of the room, and something clicked in my head saying, if they're laughing, they can't hit you. And so whenever I've been in a bad situation, I would make them laugh, and they'd leave me the fuck alone. Now if I could get that to work with you guys, that would be really good. But my parents were very much into sex. They always told me, "You're going to have a good time when you have sex." And I started with sex when I was 12. It was very embarrassing. It was me and my friend Steve and these 3 girls that we knew in 6th grade. Joanne and Audrey Levine and their cousin, Rhonda Levine, that was her name. They were all related. And they came to my house, and their parents dropped them off, and me and my friend Steve were sitting in the basement, and they just came in undressed, just got us hard, got naked, climbed on us, wiggled around a little bit, and went around on us 3 times. We didn't even know what we were doing. We just laid there laughing, going, Steve, you okay? All right. They didn't leave my I walk upstairs, my father goes, did you just get laid? I go, I think so. He says, yeah, I can smell it up here. And I said, we didn't fart or nothing like that. I didn't know what the hell he was talking about, you know. But my parents, they were heavily into sex. When I was 10 years old, I walked in on my parents. My mother was giving my father a blowjob. Yep. But she didn't even stop. She just looked up at me and said, you need something? I said, yeah, where's those blankets you bought? Oh, the blankets? They're downstairs in the closet in the garage. Can you get out of here and close the door? I said, yeah. She just went right back to whoa. Didn't even stop. That's the way they were. But also my mother was a little tiny woman. She was 4'11", and she had red hair and looked like Debbie Reynolds. And all her life people say, you look like Debbie Reynolds. So when Debbie Reynolds died, she called me up and she said, hey, Debbie Reynolds is dead. Now who do I look like? I said, Burt Reynolds. She said, send him over, I'll fuck him. And I think she did. That's the way it goes. Oh, did you just choke on that one? Come on, and swallow it, bitch. See, it's not so easy under pressure, is it? I say that to one all the time. Now somebody tells you to swallow, you choke, right? Yeah, you're not gay, I can tell. Well, not tonight. Yeah. So I moved to LA in '89, and I met a woman online, and we got married. We went out for 6 months, and she says, come out to my house. I went out to her house in Van Nuys, and there's a guy sitting on the couch, and there's a little baby girl trying to crawl across the floor, and a little boy and a little girl playing with blocks in the corner. So of course I said, honey, who are these kids? She goes, I guess I forgot to tell you, I have children. And I'm looking at the two doors thinking, which one's getting me the hell out of here quicker? Well, fell in love with the kids. We all moved in together. It turned out the kids did not know their fathers. So I decided to marry all of them and be a father to all these kids, which I did. And I'm very proud of my kids because they're like me. I don't drink alcohol. The reason I stopped drinking was in '73. I grew up in Philadelphia. Anybody ever hear of Philadelphia? Big city on the East Coast. Well, they talk about how modern it is and forward-thinking it is. Yet they got the Liberty Bell there, and they still haven't fixed that fucking thing. Put some duct tape over it. You know, the thing's got its own house. There's people living on the street. It's got a house and a bathroom. What the hell? Well, I grew up there, and we would go to the shore in the summer to get drunk and play around. I'm in a bar drinking double shots of Southern Comfort, and a cowboy trucker comes in and sits down and says, damn, look at you, little man drinking on. I think you can drink more, little man. Then I said, if you're buying, he bought me 6 more double shots of Southern Comfort. Yeah, that's 3/4 of a bottle. Now, I'm a little guy, I'm a little under 6 feet tall. I'll tell you when it's a fucking joke. And I got polluted. He got up and left, and I said, I'm going to go meet somebody. And I got up off the stool, and in slow motion, I slid to the floor. And I'm laying there saying the same thing every man says when he realizes he's drunk as shit. Well, should be easy to pick up a woman now. Sorry guys, but we are idiots when we're drunk. Or sober. So I got up, I walked out of the bar, I went across the street, I did that thing where you go to fall and you settle yourself on the invisible wall. And it works, and I kept going. I go in the bar, everybody's dancing, I'm trying to get women to dance with me, but then nobody would respond. They're waving me off, they're giving me the finger, telling me to go screw myself, and I finally wound up in the corner talking to a little girl with big hair. Now back in the 70s, they had these beehive haircuts, and she had big dark hair, and she was staring at me, and I got upset, and I said, I can't take it anymore, and I wandered out of the bar, I walked across the street to the dock, and I jumped off the dock into the ocean that I thought was there. 10 feet down was another dock. I knocked myself out. I woke up in jail with 20 guys standing over me, And they go, "You're funny when you're asleep." And they were like this, "Oh, they didn't touch me. Hallelujah." So after that, I stopped drinking, and 6 weeks later, I became a comedian. And this is all I've ever done. Best thing I could do. But I've done a lot of weird shit, and one of my favorite TV shows, was a show called The Late Late Show with James Corbin. Anybody see his show? Nicest guy in the world. The only person nicer than him was my old best friend, Robin Williams. We used to hang out all the time. So let me get what I used on his show. You ever see one of these? It's called the keytar. It's called the keytar because it's a combination of a guitar and a keyboard. You turn it on, hit a button, and you're playing rhythm and blues. And you can go. Ain't that cool? I got this for $25 in a Ralph's Market over the freezer section. Did you ever look up there? There's shit you didn't know existed. I saw an 11-slice toaster. Really? 5 slots, and one more at the top for his friend. I don't know. So what we're going to do, we're going to sing a song you may remember. It's called Louie, Louie. Yeah! All right? I want you guys to see, if anybody wants to dance, we do have a dance floor, so feel free to get up and dust off your dancing shoes. Here we go. Louie, Louie. Yep, 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 yep. Oh, look at this. You got claps going, but it's only on this side of the room. Now you're jumping in. Now you too are part of the tune. Now they're clapping and you're just fucking looking at me. Probably from choking on that drink that I see. I don't know what I'm saying. Just trying to tell you what's going on. I look around the room and then I put it in the song. We sing, Louie, Louie. Oh, baby, we got to go now. Aye, 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 said Louie, Louie. Oh, baby, we got to go now. Aye, 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 aye. I just realized I shouldn't rock like that. You put me on Quaaludes. Man, if you're that fucked up, that'd be bad for you dudes. Yeah, I keep it going. I don't know what I'm saying, but right now, tonight, I'll be the one playing, singing. Louie, Louie. Come on, get up and dance. Oh, baby, we gotta go now. Come on, you can dance. All right, we're gonna dance. Oh, baby. Look at her go. Wow. She's spinning around like a spinning top, and he's over there saying, I hope she don't stop. That's right, when you get on, he's gonna stop. I don't blame him, man. Damn, girl, you're the top. Yeah, do it right. Oh, baby, we gotta go now. Aye, 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 said, do it right. Oh, baby, we gotta go now. Aye, 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 aye. Nobody else to do. You're doing it alone. It's kind of like the way it was when he was at home. Do I have to explain this shit to you guys? Alright. I'm going to do my big closing. This is what I did for James Kurtz.